Alright guys, so what are we doing today? Well, we're going to be trying to fit the solar panels. Solar panels did come with the van. They are massive, 300 amp hour each. Much bigger than what I'd go for, because on my original van I only had maybe 200 amp hour, 200 watts should I say, sorry, 200 watts of solar, and it was fine, absolutely fine. As you can see, there's the van, there's a little panel on it, and that kept up. Split charge relay, there's no problem. This is a lot bigger, off-grid style, a lot more expensive. We also need a lot bigger support. So these did come with it as well. And these are what we're going to use. Alright, so I'll try to demonstrate what's going to actually happen. These will get cut down to length, but I'm going to run these across here and bolt them straight through. So the whole line's up in here, which is great. We'll bolt this straight through to this. Will be mounted that way. I shall paint them black, matte black, and then these will have another one of these that mount all the way down the side. Got some horizontal support. These are really heavy. Okay, so there is another reason why I'm mounting the solar panels on the top of here, and that's because I do a lot of boarding, surfboarding, snowboarding, kiteboarding, any kind of boarding apart from skateboarding, and I want to be able to fit all my boards underneath the solar. So I'm bringing it all the way forward, which as far as I can to the max air fan, leaving a little bit of a gap at the back, but then the board should be able to slide straight under the solar, fingers crossed. It can be quite tricky to drill a hole straight through tube, especially to get it to come out in a very nice position on the underneath. I like to use a smaller drill and pilot drill it first. You need to make sure that you keep your drill line in line, that way you're not going to be coming out the side. Drill, nice new drill, so it should be okay. Aluminium, so one hole that did bite, until she kicked it off to the side a little bit. So, this is what came with the solar. It is really heavy, it's steel, the preferred alley, but it came with the van, saves me a few pennies and speeds the process up. Oh! Oh, it's not sound.
do miss working with metal sometimes, but I don't miss that. That is minging. Minging.
A few moments later.
Jobs are done. Matte black, done. Gonna go out now, get myself some bolts, because I haven't got any long enough. Let that dry, then we're gonna put it on. Shouldn't take long. I'm not gonna take you to the shop because they don't like being filmed around here, so I'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, so I decided to paint all of these struts black. It'll look much better, a little bit more time. Camera ran out while I was doing it, but yeah, got every single one painted black, should look nice. Mount it back up. Show you what it looks like. Check this out. Plenty of solar. But painting those struts was definitely the right thing to do. As you can see, there's a big gap under there, which is perfect. Not just for the heat, but all the boards can go there. So, let's crack on with bolting it. Too big to go in the channel, so go and cut them down. Right, so there we go. Rhino roof rack on. And I think that's a belter of an idea for the solar. Sat up and above. Previously there was a few holes down here where the solar had actually been inside. Sat flat. You lose your whole roof rack. The reason why I've done it like this, I'll show you. Look at that. It's actually a longboard. It's huge. Fantastic. Still need to wire it up, but we know where the wires are going, so that's not a problem. Let's give you a quick view. Plan is to have the light at the front and a cage for all the kite surfing stuff to go inside. And there we have it. What a peach of a job. Lovely. Lovely. Even got straight lines. Like I said, the penny washers are a little bit large and it's not the best, but I do think it is a good, sensible solution for not too much money. The vinyl roof rack did come with the van. I know they're expensive, probably around £1,000 English, but the Uni Strut is not expensive at all. You get that any local metal place usually, or online. And then a couple of bolts, done. Drill a few holes in your roof rack. Probably do a couple of modifications so that it doesn't end up whistling in the air on the motorway. So this van's not limited like my last one, so should be good. Alright, I think we're going to do a bit inside maybe. Alright guys, so we're inside the Sprinter. I really don't want the people that have bought this van off to think that I don't like the work that's been done. The work that's been done to this van is actually really good, the majority of it. So we've got rib nuts for anchoring into the walls. So they haven't just drilled holes and put
screws in, like wood screws, which is really good. And the majority of the insulation is actually really good as well. There's been sound deadening put on the doors. I'll just show you briefly in here. So like this sound deadening is really, really good. Even if you don't get 100% cover, the amount of sound that it does deaden is fantastic. It just stops resonation through the panels. I believe that the majority of this has been done because I've got the rest of the box that he was using. He gave me that to put a few bits on the ceiling. I might have to get a little bit more, but so like I say, the money's been invested, like you've seen with the roof rack, the solar, and other things. The only thing is, for me to start, I'm going to have to get rid of this, and that's where we're going to begin. So, looks like I spoke a little bit too soon about the riv nuts and the screws being put straight into metal, but when it comes to this kind of stuff, they're not too bad. That's not the big problem. It's when you've got big bolts that are securing your bed into place, then this would be an issue. So that's not a problem. What I do find strange is that back corner has not been done like this one. So, good job we pulled that off. Need to insulate it and put that back on. The boards are okay. So, I've just noticed when I was screwing that board back down that the screws are tiny, they're only screwed into the insulation. I don't like that, so I'll probably have to change the screws in the floor. It's not a massive issue, but I'll double check to see what's going on. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to use this board. It's got a bit of mould on the back of it. Not sure I'll be using that. I think we're calling it for tonight. I'm tired, it's late, even though it's still pretty bright. When I say it's late, I'm on about the 12th hour of the working day, and I've still got research and ordering to do tonight. So I think it's time to go get showered up, have something to eat, and chill for tonight. See what's going on tomorrow. Morning guys. So, bright and early start. It's pretty ringing outside, it's a cold day, it's pretty overcast, it should get a bit sunny later, so hope so. So we're going to do some work inside the van to start off with, giving it a clean, tidying the place up a little bit. expected it to be knackered. Struggling this morning, but got a pencil sharp enough to kill. We've got a Sharpie. Got some coffee. Get them marked out. See, coffee. Need my bike. Thinking time. Slowly but surely. Takes a long time. You've got to be careful because you put a line down on the floor now. In a week's time you'll be working to that line and not realising it was just a rough sketch a week ago. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and have a look at the bathroom in my van. Measure that up. Again, we want it to be slightly bigger in this van. So yeah, let's go and have a look at that. Back to technically van 1. The bathroom in here, wow, that was an experiment and a half. I never thought it was going to be done. Truth be told, it worked fantastic, absolutely brilliant, apart from one thing, just a tiny bit short on the width. The length's fine because there's actually a toilet around this back wall section and the shower's at this side. But once you get in there, I'll show you how tight this is. I mean, it's not horrendous. I mean, you know, you're getting pretty snug in here, innit, guys? Right? You might think, what the hell's going on here? Yeah, well, you know, you got long hair. A bit of a nightmare in here. No, it's not. For a quick shower, it's actually really, really good. But we're going to make the next one just a little bit wider, because if you stand here like this, the height, you don't stand on this. Take this up, and there's a shower tray underneath. If you want to see the full thing, go and have a look at the full tour of this van.
Excellent light bars come from the roof. Double happy.
But Granddad's here having lunch, got fish and chips for the day.
Let's go and say hello to them. It's not seen them for a bit, so catch you soon.
Alright guys, so now that Granddad had dealt with, probably lunch. Alright guys, so we're going to get the last of the sound deadening on. This was left with the van. Dodo mats. Never used them before, but it's all over the van, so just going to put what we can where we can.
So even though it's cut me open, I've got to say I'm really impressed with that stuff. Dodo mats, made by Deeden. It's an English brand. Can't imagine that it's cheap stuff. You get what you pay for, and that stuff went on real easy, 10 minutes, start to finish. You might be thinking, why have you not covered it? That's because this stuff doesn't need to be on 100% of the van. It takes away so much sound just by covering a small area. It's to stop resonation through the panel, not like a vapor barrier or anything. If I had more, I'd probably put a bit more on, but that's the box empty. I've got no more, and I'm going to get it insulated, so that's that. Well, let's get some insulation sorted out. Alright guys, so just going to let this last piece dry off a little bit before I stick it on, and then the whole roof has got one layer of this all over. Now this is only one of a few layers of insulation that are going on the top, and kind of soundproofing. So we've already got the sound deadener. This is actually the soundproofing against the rain and the kingspan. Then there's going to be kingspan, which is your real insulation. Then there's going to go another layer of this, fully aluminium taped up into what's already on the walls. And then we're going to be putting wood. We're going to use this wood, take this wood off the walls, cut it to size and put it into here, screwed into here. But first of all, I'm going to draw around them and mark where the screw holes are, just in case in future I want to use that area for screwing stuff too. I don't have to drill more holes. So the job actually didn't take long at all. 10 minutes in fact. I think I might cut the insulation and get some of that stuck up. Unfortunately the SD card got full last night and I ran out of filming space. Looks a bit different. Got all our stanchions up. That's just holding the kingspan in the roof. Now the reason I wanted to get this done last night, even with the SD card full, was I'm going to be working in the front area and I want this roof to be covered. So tonight I'll do the rear section, leave that to cure overnight as well, so I've not got poles in my way. So I'm going to rip the poles down, make a coffee